Hi guys, so today I have a video for you on drugstore makeup, and honestly drugstore makeup is probably one of the best things you can think about in makeup because it's cheap, and honestly some of the makeup out there is very expensive, and I am guilty to buying expensive makeup and loving it, but I also love drugstore makeup because it's affordable, it's accessible, and honestly, I keep saying honestly so much in this video. I need to stop saying honestly, I'm sorry. So, drugstore makeup is a very good quality. You just kind of have to pick and choose. Before you go to the drugstore, I like to look online and see, what has good ratings so I can try out the best quality stuff. So, let's get right on into the products. For your face, I have two foundations that I really recommend. One of them is the Revlon Colorstay. I have it in the Combo to Oily shade, and I am in 110 Ivory. The reason why I like this is two huge things that make me fall in love with it. One is it's my shade almost perfectly, and that's very rare for the drugstore or even in high-end because my skin is very fair. So a lot of times I go to the drugstore or even I go to the high-end department stores and they don't have my shade because I'm just too pale, which is kind of annoying. But this product definitely matches me, and it's a little bit gross. I do apologize. I've had this for a little while, so it does get gross. And it lasts for a long time, as it is Colorstay. So, it is a little bit heavy, and I do not wear this on a regular basis. I wear it when I need something that's going to last me all day, but for a more regular, lighter coverage, I do not recommend this. If you want full coverage all day, a little bit heavy, this is probably the one for you. Another foundation that I do really enjoy is the Covergirl Natureluxe foundation. And now I do have this in the latest shade once again, and it is 305 Alabaster. This is a little bit dark for me, but I can make it work because it's a very sheer to light to medium coverage. It's quite buildable. I usually have it around light coverage, and this is what I use on a pretty regular basis. The only issue is it doesn't last too long, but it usually lasts me through the school day, and then I have to top it up if I am going anywhere in the evening as well. But it's very lightweight, doesn't feel like you have anything on. I'm wearing it today, and it gets the job done. And then I have a concealer, and this is the Garnier Anti-Dark Circle Roller. So it has that metal tip that really is quite soothing under your eyes, and it covers up my dark circles pretty well. Sometimes I have to top it up with a little extra concealer under there, but it does a very good job. Then I have a powder, and this powder is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. As you can tell, I have used this. I have hit pan on it, and it is probably the powder I use most days. I like how light it is and how it's not cake on. It doesn't look cakey at all. I know a lot of people who talk about the Maybelline Dream Smooth or Dream Matte powder or whatever. I can never find that in my shade whenever I go to the drugstore. I'm always like, oh, let me try that. It's never there. So I tried this one, and I really do enjoy it. It comes with a sponge, but I don't know what sponge is now, and then it has a mirror as well. Okay, so for some eyeshadows that I recommend the Wet n Wild eyeshadows. These are honestly the best eyeshadows in the drugstore. They come in trios, like this one. This is one of the trios. It said Walking on Eggshells. And then they come in these 6-packs, which have matte shades and shimmer shades in them. So I have one in Vanity. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have made dents in these, especially this shade up here. And that is the Vanity one. For the purple one, which is called Lust, these swatch amazingly as well. That's the shimmer shades on that one. So as you can tell, all three of these palettes are great quality, and I think if you pick any of these Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes, it's going to be great, and you're going to be very impressed with the product. Now my fingers are all dirty. So then I'm going to talk about blush, and blush is one of my favorite things, so I think if you can find it in the drugstore, why not? My favorite drugstore blush is the Milani Luminous one. I think this is a beautiful blush. I used it in my latest tutorial, and it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's corally, peachy, pinky, It has a little bit of shimmer to it, and it's gorgeous. Then I have two e.l.f. blushes, and I think e.l.f. is a wonderful, affordable brand when you're looking for blush. I have two shades. One is in Pink Passion, and one is in Mellow Mauve. Now, they're both beautiful colors and have a lot of options. They last a good amount, and they're very pigmented, which makes them a really good blush. Then I have two mascaras. The first one is my Covergirl Lashblast. I have used this thing for so long. This is about my fourth tube of it. It's on its last legs, and I need to get a new one. I'm not actually currently using it, but I want to save it for this video and for other ones. It is a beautiful color, a very nice brush, and it just gives you some really good volume, but does not clump your lashes, which is definitely something that I look for in a product. Second one is the Revlon PhotoReady 3D Volume. I talked about this in my March favorites, I think, and it is another great one. I think this one adds a little bit more length rather than volume, but it's still an amazing product. My next product is actually a brow product, and it is the NYX Auto Eyebrow Pencil. Now, I'm not too big into my brows. I usually just top them up to make them look nice and full. But this is the color that I am in, and it is light brown. It is a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't match my eyes perfectly, so when I first put it on, it looks a little bit odd, but then I just kind of brush it out with these little brush things here, and I think it looks really good and kind of completes my whole face whenever I use this. My final product is a lip balm, and it is the Nivea A Kiss of Recovery, and I'm like all out, like seriously. There's like no product in this thing, but this is amazing. It's what kept my lips nice and moisturized throughout the winter season that we're finally getting out of. I really recommend any of the Nivea ones. I had a Nivea Kiss of Milk and Honey. I like these a lot more than Burt's Bees because they don't have that mint smell to them, which sometimes can give me a little bit of a headache. And they do just as much moisturizing as they do. So that was my Drugstore Favorites video. I'm thinking about doing a Drugstore Starter Kit video, but I don't really have every single element. I don't know, I'm missing like a zit concealer, which I think is really important. But once I figure out a really good one from the drugstore, I will do a Drugstore Starter Kit video, maybe during like the back to school time this August. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.